Well, here we are. We're all set for the St. Patrick's Day Sheepdog Trials. It's a capacity crowd of 16. And first up is Gareth Longgrass with his Border Collie, Roy, three-time winner here.
Away to me.
He's a great competitor, this one. He's a legend in Gloucestershire. But we're in Yorkshire today, so that counts for nothing. Jim? Jim?
He's taking a lovely wide berth there. Being very careful not to spook them. This is a good start.
Yes, 10 out of 10 for the outrun. That's great work there from the young dog. They're bang on course for where they want to go. This lad is a wizard at whistling.
And he's got them all through. Yes, this is nice. Nice to see.
Now for the first real test. Can he get them past the couch?
Well, this obstacle has proved tricky in the past. A night in, watching the big game, it's always tempting.
Oh. But he's done it. Down the field they go, perfect formation. Now, on to the Indian restaurant. He has to be careful here not to lose the big lad.
Yes, a curry's a great way to end the night, but it's way too early for that.
Please. Come in, sir.
Oh, that's nice. It's good stockmanship, is this?
Oh, we have a split. 3 have made a run for the girls and, well, who can blame them? Look at that. I think we could even lose the shepherd to that one. This obstacle, it never fails to catch some of them out.
Oh, what's happening now? Oh, we've got one round the back. This is disastrous. That's 5 points gone, is that?
It's edge-of-the-seat stuff, this, Jim. You could hear a pin drop if we weren't in a field. Oh, and through the drive gates they go.
Oh, it looks like one of them has got a text from the missus. That could be the end of his night.
Oh, but look at that. Straight into the pub they go. That is lovely stuff. Textbook herding right there, all over them, like a rash. Who is your daddy? That's what the dog is saying. Look and learn.
The crowd's going wild here.
Round up your mates for a Guinness. This St. Patrick's Day, Saturday, March 17th.
Oh, hello. I'm Tanya Tucker. Happy St. Patrick's Week, which is just how we roll around here. In fact, there are 2 days left in St. Patrick's Week, which is why we busted out all of our hiberno regalia. Yes, thank you. Came all the way from China. Didn't quite get here on time, but since it's St. Patrick's Week, we're okay. And we wanted to keep some particularly Celtoid vibe going tonight, since our guests are stars not only in the Irish-American folk firmament, but in the Irish one as well. Oh, I should say, I'm a musician and a shop owner, but I don't speak for my employer when I do these videos. Okay. And speaking of my employer, thank you for asking. Tonight's show is brought to you in part by Mighty Fine Guitars. The good stuff, the really good stuff. It's also brought to you by the number $1,400 and by Mighty Fine Guitars. Did I mention Mighty Fine Guitars? And after all, what could be more stimulating to the economy than a new or new to you fine acoustic guitar? Whew, extra cheese on that paragraph. We're also brought to you in part tonight by Geico. Fun facts to know and tell. The Geico Gecko was originally voiced by Kelsey Grammer, and then a sort of an Australian voice, and now he's got a generic sort of East London, just regular bloke sound to his voice. More anon from Geico. Say, thanks a million for coming on over to you YouTubers. Thanks for, rather you Facebookers who've migrated to YouTube. It's also terribly confusing. I hope we're webcasting tonight to both YouTube and Facebook. Facebook. I'm fresh out of Facebook jail, so here's a howdy to you folks tuning in from over there. Mods and rockers, sheep and goats, dog people and cat people, we're all welcome here. Facebookers and YouTubers, so no fisticuffs, please. Welcome to the Monday Night Thing, webcastaways. It's Monday, March 22nd. Your old pal Stevie Coyle here, hoping you're all staying safe and sane, for yourselves, of course, as well as for the several non-you people that are out there in the world. Right? Right. Good news on the home front. Miss Valerie and I will be heading off to the vet this week to get our shots. We won't know until we get there what flavor we're getting, but we're getting something on Wednesday, and that's so it begins. Contra Costa County, here's to you. Thanks very much. All we know is we're going to lay low for a day or two afterwards, which actually will be a welcome break, because this past year has just been so action-packed. A big and particular welcome to newcomers to our studio audience, perhaps here from Noctambule's Pan-Atlantic Decades-Deep Fan Club. And as you may or may not know, recent software developments mean that I can invite friends and fellow pickers to join me here online. Miss Valerie and I fired up this format just before Thanksgiving, and so far we featured, see if I can get this all right, Bill Kirchen, Teresa Taduri, Walter Strauss, Ray Bonneville, Mary Flower, Joe and Hetty Craven, Doug Adams, Michael Clem, from Eddie from Ohio, Adam Miller, Alex DeGrassi from Alex DeGrassi, Leftover Dreams, Tony Marcus and Patrice Hahn, Daniel Leviton, Jim Chemo West, and Rory McNamara. And I think I did it right this time. And like I say, tonight's very special guests are my dear pals Marla Feibisch, a former frontman with me and Rory McNamara, and Bruce Victor, who in duo configuration call themselves Noctambule. You're in for a treat. You really are. Lovely, lovely stuff. Stick around, compadres y comadres. Please do type in hello if you don't mind identifying yourself. If you'd rather not identify yourself, there are reasons for that as well. I understand. But it's always great to see who's here. And if you're stuck for something to say, maybe just tell us where you're webbing in from. We're always looking to find out who wins the faraway prize. We might have some folks from Ireland here tonight because of Noctambule. Maybe you could tell us how you heard of the show. The marketing department is always interested in that. Of course, tonight, myself, me, and Noctambule are busking. That's right. So your donations are always welcome and never expected. And there they are, just like magic. Good heavens. Here's the information for you PayPals and you Venmofos. Here are the links. PayPal is just paypal.me/Stevie Coyle. And for Venmo, just Mighty Fine Guitars. And I'll work it out with the shop. And we'll make sure that everything gets split up between me and Noctambule. As always, excuse me, fish tacos. As always, the magic number around here is 20. Which is to say that with any $20 tip jar donation, you get a free CD. Free. See how that works? Now, if you do donate $20, please do type in your mailing address so I can mail you your CD right away without pinging you with another email, because I'm lazy. I hate to brag, but in this case, I'll take one for the team. Barry Melton, the Fish, of Country Joe and the Fish, called the album Genius. But then again, tastes differ, as we all found out last week on the Grammys. Holy smokes, zip my lip. All I can say is that I don't much care for television programs that make me say things I heard my parents say a half a century ago. Now, if you're not able to make any sort of financial donation tonight, perhaps you'd consider, you Facebookers in particular, would consider sharing this webcast to your own timeline or in a text message to a like-minded friend or two. That's for you Facebookers. You YouTube tubers, please consider clicking on the subscribe box and ding the little notifications bell right next to it if you'd like to be rudely interrupted whenever I go live here. It'll be mostly Monday nights at this time, don't worry. I'd like to introduce our executive producer, Ms. Valerie May. She's right here, she's in the booth, she's at the controls, and we're all in great hands. She's here to field your questions as well. And I think we can see both questions and comments from YouTube. And does it seem like we can see things from YouTube and Facebook?
Maybe.
We don't know. Type them in, give it a shot. We'll see. We had, thank you, Ducky. Thank you very much. We had a request last week, and I didn't get to it. I hope that gentleman is still on here, and I promised him I'd play it. It's an old chestnut. It's in the key of A, for those of you dancing, and it's a little tune I wrote about my adopted hometown of Salinas, California. That usually gets a laugh. I'll leave it up to you. I've been on the Chet Atkins diet. Take it, Glenn. Soon. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Home stretch. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Waiting for the ovation to die down? Oh, it sure did. Well, you know what? That was Salt Flat Rhapsody. That's a little tune I wrote about Salinas, California, where I went to high school. And that may have been somebody last week that asked for it. It may have been an old high school pal. It's all kinds of cool folks are showing up here all of a sudden on Facebook and in particular on YouTube. So hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. No fisticuffs, please. Well, stay tuned, friends. Special guest Noctambule is coming up next. But first, a public service announcement from a public service announcement from KOIL TV. Hit it, Ducky.
Whoa. Hang on. I'm sorry, dude. It's not gonna work out. Esteban.
You know, thousands of youngsters long to express their hearts through the gift of music. Hello, this is Esteban with some exciting news.
You gonna teach Dwayne how to play?
No, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Music. Oh, hello. How about that? That guy, man, all those black guitars out in the world, Not sure it was a great idea. Well, but this is. Here we move, as always, from the truly ridiculous to the truly sublime. Marla Feibisch and Bruce Victor are Noctambule, and they're partners in life as well as in music. I've known Marla for 30 plus years, Chihuahua, and we've been in at least a couple of bands together. And Bruce and I became fast friends when I moved to the East Bay from the East Bay to Larkspur, coming up on 16 years ago. Now, Miss Valerie's gone to the green room to retrieve them, and she should be here in just a moment. And here they are. Oh, good heavens.
Oh my goodness.
Stevie!
Hey, how are yous?
What else are you going to play? That sounded really good.
Oh,
Okay,
thanks.
Salt Flat. I haven't heard that in a while. You
I haven't played it in a while, but it's rare I get requests, so when they happen, I like to oblige. Just good karma that way. How are you folks
Stevie,
tonight?
It's so sweet of you to mention the band we were in when we were 10. So nice.
Yes, Marla, 10. Yes.
Yeah.
You
You're
were
on the
10.
talent
I
show,
was
Stuart.
I was 9, as I recall. I think that's just about right.
Nice.
Right. Would you play us something to kick things off here?
We
Yes.
could do that.
Excellent.
We could do that.
All right.
Should we introduce this or just...
I think it kind of,
It speaks for
kinda
itself,
says it.
ideally.
yeah.
This is the moment we've all... Okay, anyway. You brave Irish heroes, wherever you be, pray stand a moment and listen to me. Your sons and fair daughters are now going away, and thousands are sailing to America. The night before leaving, they are saying goodbye. It's early next morning that their heart breathes a sigh. They do kiss their mothers, and then they do say, fare thee well, dearest father, we must now go away. So good luck to those people, and safe may they land. They're leaving their country for a far distant land. They're leaving old Ireland, no longer can stay. Thousands are sailing to America. Their friends and relations, their neighbors also, with their trunks all packed up, and they're ready to go. Their hearts will be breaking right there on the shore. Fare thee well, dearest Ireland, we'll ne'er see you more. So good luck to those people, and safe may they land. They're leaving their country for a far distant strand. They're leaving old Ireland, no longer can stay. Thousands are I pity the mother that rears up the child, and also the father who labors and toils to try to support them. He will work night and day, and when they are reared up, they'll all go away. So good luck to those people, safe may they land. They're leaving their country for far distant land. They're leaving a land that no longer can stay. Thousands are sailing to America.
Holy smokes. That was, survey says.
Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Can we get one of
you.
those devices?
Thank you. That was terrific. Tell me about that one. I haven't heard that one before.
Well, yeah, okay. It was, I mean, we've been to Ireland twice, and we had the privilege and the pleasure of Andy Irvine doing a house concert at the venue formerly known as the Acoustic Vortex.
Indeed.
And stayed for 3 days. One of the most interesting, fascinating, also amazing musicians. And he and Dick Gaughan, I think it was it? He did this with Dick Gaughan.
That's right.
Right.
He found an old set of lyrics and he set his own music to it. And not to be outdone, Bruce set his own music to it again. So,
I see.
Not that I didn't have some competitive issues with Andy, but yes, exactly. I mean, it was, but at any rate.
And then we snuck in a polka because whenever, don't you feel like playing a polka when you have to say goodbye forever to your family? But anyway.
Well, I do now. I've never thought about it in precisely those terms.
Polkas are multi-purpose tunes, I think.
They are, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can dance your way up the gangplank and onto the boat.
There you go.
Right.
There's in that book, right? Polkas mean never having to say you're sorry, or never having to say goodbye. Yeah, exactly.
Something
Yeah,
like that.
Yeah.
What tuning was that in? The guitar nerds want to know.
Nerd.
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. It's in Orkney, C-G-D, G-C-D.
Kickadiddigiddigid.
Which gives me actually a form to, I mean, the primo real Orkney teacher, of course, as you know, is Steve Boffman.
Sure thing, yeah.
And if you want to watch him teaching it in Mandarin, it's on YouTube. And he also has a video of how to impress your superficial friends with New Age noodling in Orkney, I think. So anyway, I can highly recommend it, and it was very motivating. And
I need a notepad, Ducky. I have to write this down.
So...
Oh, that's fantastic. Jeepers. Good on you. What are you up to, since the gigs aren't happening, at least for another little while, you folks had a regular series there for the early part of the pandemic. And am I correct in thinking you've done mostly recording since then?
Yeah, teaching and recording.
Right.
Her teaching,
Yeah.
me avoiding teaching, actually. Yes.
I see.
Yeah. That was so helpful in the early part of the pandemic for us. I mean, just to feel this connection.
Yeah.
It was before we got used to just being us rattling around in the house by ourselves. But yeah.
Those were just great. They were
It was
really
fun.
terrific
It
shows.
was really fun.
Oh,
Really,
glad
really
you
fun.
like her.
So it's great to have you back on the screen here. That's terrific.
It's
Marla, you're
exciting.
teaching. Are you teaching privately? I know you're doing some stuff on Peghead Nation, aren't you?
I am. I teach on Pighead Nation, which is fantastic platform. As you know, Stevie teaches on
I do indeed.
as well.
Thank you very much. Precisely.
Yep, yep. I also teach privately, and I teach classes over Zoom, which, to my great surprise, has turned out to be a wonderful thing. I was not the earliest adopter of doing classes over Zoom, but boy, I'm hooked on it now.
It's really something, isn't it? I mean,
really is.
the sense of focus and all of those little tools you can use, the whiteboard and popping up videos and this and that. I think I'm going to hang on to it, even when things go back to normal.
Sure.
I think lessons are going to still be a lot online. It just works really well.
Yeah, and people can choose their teacher no matter where they live in the world.
That's right. That's right. Pretty cool.
I mean, how cool is that?
It's very cool. Congratulations. Good on you. Hey, will you play another one, please?
Oh, sure. So that was from our fourth album, which we're still recording. More on that later. It's about this one. There we go.
Oh,
This is
terrific.
from,
I know this one.
This is we're pairing two on this one. Original waltz called Bastardo's Waltz, and we're going to follow it. Traditional Irish tune.
It's a contemporarily traditional Irish tune. How do you like that? It's
And
written
it's
by
not
Charlie,
even oxymoron,
Charlie
is it?
Lennon,
Yeah.
probably about 40 years ago or so. It's a newer addition to the tradition. How's that? Written by the great Charlie Lennon,
Right.
called The Road to Cashel.
A composer, fiddler, and astrophysicist?
I think that's
Yes.
right. I think that's
Okay.
right. Yeah, just another guy. Bastardo.
Bastardo's Waltz. Okay. Thank you.
He's lost his earbud, so
Oh,
I won't tell him that you said that. Just
Ixnay on the Usbray.
I can listen back. I can listen back and find out what it is I'm saying.
You lost your bud there, bud.
Yeah, I know. You get involved in the music.
Yeah, you get into it and then things happen. I know. Stuff falls out of your ear when you get into it.
Exactly.
Right. Do you know, I'm going to play Miss Nancy here for just a moment and read off some names of people I see. I see Lisa
wow.
Lynn.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
And I see
Honey Bunny, yeah.
Lion Harp Music.
That's
R.E.A..
R.E.A. Hello.
Oh, that's R.E.A. Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Your producer. And here's Stuart Munro,
Oh, my.
Hello,
Stu.
Stuart. Welcome.
who
Thank
says
you
to
for
you,
showing-
Bruce, I'm sorry,
Yes.
he says, Bruce did teach a class of mine in medicine and music at UMKC School of Medicine. And he and Marla treated the students to a little of this wonderful music.
Yes, and thank you, Stu, for permitting me to end a 14-year sabbatical, actually, from medical school teaching. And it was a privilege and a pleasure, and than's you very, very, very much.
And that was a class on music and healing, music and medicine?
Actually, Stu, who's the chairman of the department of the University of Missouri at Kansas City Department of Psychiatry, has the only music and medicine, as far as we know, course in the country. And so the overlap, obviously, with music and healing is now something we are, we are now catching up to where we were 2,500 years ago.
Indeed.
But, with our 1 gig tour of Greece, we were at the Temple of Apollodorus, where we did kill.
We rocked.
Oh my God, yeah, and
Slayed 'em.
yeah, where basically the protocol was to call in the musician first, or the doctor even touches, and that's of course after checking the insurance or something. But it's the but so that we're kind of catching up to where Pythagoras was now, and people are beginning to realize that. So, any rate, so Stuart is a pioneer in that respect.
Bruce, you have a blog to that effect, do you not?
I do, actually, and it's shamelessly lifted from both that experience and the show called The Midwife. It's called Call the Musician, and it is basically my somewhat very idiosyncratic perspectives on music and healing, both individual healing and moving now to the issue of utilization of music and social healing. And so it's www.callthemusician.live, L-I-V-E. Happy
.live.
to send that to anybody.
And he's got a new entry coming out, which will be loaded up as soon as we get out of Wicks jail. At the moment, we're in Wicks jail, so
What'd you do?
I have no idea.
I know. I posted a picture 3 years ago.
Did you post a picture? I thought we talked about this.
I didn't do anything untoward.
Mine was marginally, it wasn't entirely toward. It wasn't but it wasn't. Anyway,
heading
we're
in
back.
the direction.
Yeah. Well, good luck when you get out of Wicks jail. I want to see that. Sure thing.
Yeah, we'll blast it out when we post it.
We will, and there's going to be actually a certain section on Ireland, both in terms of, particularly with regard to social healing, where the musicians have played a prominent role, really, in the resolution of many conflicts, the most recent of which resulting, say, in the Good Friday Agreement in 1998. And at any rate,
terrific stuff.
So,
Tune those in, folks, if you can. That's a really wonderful blog. That's a great thing that's happening there. It really is. There were some other names I wanted to read for you here. Melody Wendell is on. Sandy
Hello,
Finkel.
Melody.
I don't know.
Doreen
Sandy Finkel's
Stock.
my cousin.
Hey, cuz.
Yes.
There you go.
thank
All right. We need a flow chart
Thanks for
here pretty
staying up
soon.
late.
Yes. I got a big family, so.
Sean Canyon, Kathy Lear,
Hello.
Doreen
Hey,
Stock,
Kathy. Hey, Doreen.
Kevin.
Come on.
Is that an S or an A at the end? Knippa or Knips?
Knippa.
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 Very
Yeah.
good. That's fun
Hey,
to
Kevin.
say. I like that.
Was that Steve Weinstock before, or is that no different stock? Okay.
No, we had
Oh, sorry.
Doreen Stock.
Doreen Stock, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
And Sarah Solo Productions is on. Karen G is on. Is that any relation to Kenny G, I wonder?
You'll have to ask her.
I wouldn't, after all the jokes I've made about
I'll
Kenny
ask
G
her.
over
I'll
these
ask her
years.
later.
Okay,
She's a student of mine.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
That was a standard joke for tuning, was whenever tuning up, I'd always say, well, you know, that's the difference between me and Kenny G is when I'm out of tune, I stop and fix it for you. So unkind. But have you got another one? We got to get some more music out of you two while we got you here.
Yeah. We got
Fantastic.
Oh, okay. And here's Marla to tell you about the next one, because this is
a seasonal number. It's a little bit it's about a week early. It's about the changing of the seasons into spring, so it's not early in that way. It's right on time. Being the first or second day of spring, and it's a poem that we set to music that's from a collection of poems called Songs from Vagabondia, written by Bliss Carman and Richard Hovey. And they were sort of smitten with this collection of poems. It's actually 3 books. Pardon me. And this is a relatively new one for us, and it's going to be on our new album. And we've actually pulled the title of the album from a line from this poem. It's talking about the return of the birds, the northward migration of the birds in the spring. And it says, I can never read it if I'm speak it rather than sing it, but it's the line is every migrant is my fellow, and we just think that line has a lot of resonance in these times. So
in fact the title of our new album, and it is going to be thematically focused on dislocation, being a migrant, being away, hence thousands are sailing to America, hence every migrant is my fellow, hence a whole bunch of other things on this album, and the set of poetry that Marla is referring to. Yes, you put migrant Marla together. You get Margaret. Marla is referring to his songs from Vagabondia, more songs from Vagabondia, and then that about wraps it up for Vagabondia. No, last songs from Vagabondia.
Just spit it out.
Tell you what, let's play before I got us into any more trouble here. That's close. Okay.
But what else can we tell you? I don't know. Let's just sing it. Yeah. Mentions all the creatures. It's really fun.
It is. I think this is the first outing of this, isn't it? Well, whatever.
Sure.
Okay, whatever. Counter. You can.
Well,
Make me over, Mother April, when the sap begins to stir. Make me over, Mother April, when the sap begins to stir. When thy flowery hand delivers all the mountain breezes and rivers, and thy great heart beats and quivers to revive the days that were. Make me over, Mother April, when the sap begins to stir. Take my dust and all my dreaming, count my heartbeats one by one. Take my dust and all my dreaming, count my heartbeats one by one. Take them where the winters perish, and the mornings dawn most fairish. Then some golden new we cherish, and restore them in the sun. scarlet throat of yellow. Raucous challenge, woo wings mellow. Every migrant is my fellow, making northward in the spring. Loose me in the urgent tide drift when the streaming oh swing. Strong insistence, sweet intrusion, masts and verges of illusion. So I went to time's confusion, that one perfect pearl of time. Shrilling pipe or fluting whistle, in the valleys come again. Shrilling pipe or fluting whistle, in the valleys come again. Fife of frog, call of tree toad, all my brothers 5 or 3-toed, with their rebel no more vetoed, making music in the rain. Shrilling pipe or fluting whistle in the valleys come again. Give me some clue to follow through the labyrinth of the night. Give me some old clue to follow through the labyrinth of the night. Clod of clay with heart of fire, things that burrow and aspire, with the vanishing desire for the perishing delight. Give me some old clue to follow through the labyrinth of the night. Make me over in the morning from the ragbag of the world. Make me over in the morning from the ragbag of the world. Scraps of dream, duds of daring, home brought stuff from far-seen bearing, faded colors once so flaring, shreds of banners long since furled. Make me over in the morning from the ragbag of the world.
Beautiful. I'm clapping for a lot of people that are no doubt clapping at home right now, so it's not just me.
Thank you, Stevie.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. You folks do that. It's so risky, and you always do it so well, to take extant poetry and write music for it, and nobody does it the way you guys do it. It's just tremendous. Really terrific.
That's kind.
It's fun.
Man, oh man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
fun.
You know, and that was kind of the conceit of your first album, was it not?
We've
Which
gone
is-
conceited.
No, we've continued conceited. Yo.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
That-
that's
but
second, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the second
And
one.
it was
There we
even
go.
more conceited than the first.
You're right. And you've got how many albums, and how can people get them?
www.noctambulemusic.com/store. But you could just click on the link that says
Yeah.
store.
Gotcha.
And hopefully, I mean, I think our website's working. I just can't update it. So
Wix. Got to talk to those people.
they've been great up till now, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. It's
you
ones
know,
and zeros, Marla. What could go wrong? It's so simple.
what could go wrong? What could go wrong?
Yeah.
There's only two
May I
things.
add at this point that last year Marla also made her own album of
I did.
Irish music, mainly on the mandolin, with a whole number of people that she...
Including Bruce.
Including me, yes.
Well, she would.
And we'll be hearing that number a little later. But with Martin Hayes, Keith Murphy, Steve
Yeah.
Hoffman, and Rebecca Richmond.
Terrific record.
So it's...
Thank you.
Good, good. Hey, nerd questions. What instruments are you playing?
Oh,
You got some geeks here.
yeah.
I want to know
my
what
God.
This is the time when Bruce is going to earn his filed sponsorship.
Yes, exactly.
Which file does
After
that?
you,
Bruce?
baby.
Yes, this file, let me see if I can get this. Okay, so you'll notice this file is, on the one hand, in some ways, it is very, first of all, the filed guitars are amazing. They're made by Roger Bucknall in the Lake Country in Penrith, and he has made guitars for name anybody in that circuit, and he has made guitars, and actually including Andy and Donald Lunny, and but also Renborn and Bert Jansch and David Graham and again, name it. It's sort of like, and he was recently recognized as a member of the British Empire of late, and this particular, and names almost all of his guitars after Shakespearean characters.
Right.
So, for example, this guitar, if I may. Okay, is that visible? Yeah, close. Okay, thank you. That is a filed Orsino, as those of you Shakespeare scholars know, or who were Count Orsino in the Twelfth Night. This one is called the Caliban from The Tempest.
Lovely.
And when I met him, I felt that Macbeth, I did express to him that I felt Macbeth was underrepresented. You have had Falstaffs in your, filed Falstaffs in your shop.
I have indeed.
You have indeed, and remarkable guy, remarkable builder, remarkable. And so this in particular is kind of a mix. On the one hand, it's got the cedar rosewood thing that is very characteristic for British folk baroque, because you got the soft top and rosewood. But you're hard not to notice the gypsy jazz thing going here, the Machiavelli opening.
Right.
So either it's one of the most integrated, or this is a guitar without identity issues, one of the two. But I actually think it is. I mean, nothing really sounds like this to my ear. So
Great stuff.
Can I
It's
give
working.
this back
It's
to you?
working.
Oh
out
yeah,
here.
you can.
Okay.
Hey, Marla, what have you been playing tonight?
Well, I have my my girls, so the Gibson girls, the mandolin and the mandola. So the images are first. This is
Yes,
very
I know,
confusing.
tricky, isn't it? Yeah.
This one is the mandola. This one is the mandolin. Mandolin made in 1920. Wait, this way. There we go. 1921. And this one is over 100 years old. This is 1914. So,
Righto.
yeah, I've been playing these girls for a long time. And then the other, I have my little tenor guitar, which is a 39, 1930 Martin.
Is it a 517?
T. Yeah.
T,
Yep.
right.
And you have? Do you still
my
have the
God.
one in your shop that
I
belongs
have two,
to?
but who's counting?
Yeah, you have the one that, or one, at least one that belonged to Peter Sumner, right?
That's right, exactly.
it-
Both
it's
did.
the
Both of them did. God rest
They
him.
both did.
Yep.
Yes. May he rest in peace.
And a Gibson
this-
L1 and a couple of other things as well, and a Hawaiian, a 1937 017H.
Oh my,
Yeah,
fun.
fun.
Yeah, tenors are a thing.
They are a thing. The four-stringed instruments are back. I thought Tiny Tim kind of killed them off altogether back in the teens, with Tiptoe Through the Tulips, but apparently not.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but the ones, like, if anybody likes mine, those are twin. You have two that are twins to mine. So
Yeah,
that's
yep,
cool.
yep, indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, and I also have a lovely filed tenor. that Bruce got me for my birthday. That
30th.
30th.
My 30th, yes.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's back there right now.
He's back there. Yeah,
Great.
remarkable instrument. Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, what's next? What are you going to play next? This is terrific. I love hearing you folks
I don't
play.
even know. Oh, I know.
We're gonna move from spring to summer.
Very good.
Yes. So,
This is our season section.
so this will be sort of a combination. I'll be playing a tune that's actually a song. The story goes like this. It's called Chucky Saru. I heard this beautiful song done by the Bothy band. I thought, great, I'll get the lyrics, and because we were making an Irish album at the time, I thought, wait a minute, I can't pronounce any of this. Tiocfaidh with a dot under the D.
No
Chucky?
dots.
Okay.
No dots.
Oh, thank you. My life is rich with that now. So, at any rate, and so because there was no way I was going to be able to pronounce the lyrics without about 2 or 3 years of study, we both decided to make a marvelous
Time to be
tune.
an air.
And so we're going to, so we sort of turned it into an air. Exactly. We turned it into air. And it's going to be followed by a song that I know, from Sandwood down to Kyle, that was written by David Golder, but then popularized by John Renbourn. And it was the subject of some discussion, let us say, between Merle and me, because I thought, what's more beautiful than this? Renbourn's. And long story short, we came up with our own arrangement of it. And,
that was the marital discord edited out.
That was right. The marital, right. The silverware that went flying. I think. Now they know. And so this was. So it was. So we took a shot at our own arrangement of Sandwood, and so we put them together. So. Actually, so we've gone to spring and Chucky and Summer is coming,
it means
right?
Summer is coming, yeah. And in Sandwood down to Kyle, he's the summer is leaving. So we're traversing the entire summer in the process of this medley. So
exactly, we're going to be freezing by the end, I think. But
we have a fall tune for after.
But yeah, we do actually, don't we? Why don't I just play? Okay. There it is. It's here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Sounds better when. Okay.
You just start.
Do we get a mulligan on this?
just start
Okay.
from
Here we go. Just start from there.
Yeah.
But that first thing is so nice. Anyway. One evening, as I walked alone, wild birds for to see, I met a man along the road and asked for charity. with me and drink your fill. You're fine. Tell me why you walk the road that leaves the hills behind. Tell me why you walk the road that leaves the hills behind. The sun has left the summer, sir. Soon the leaves will fall. Hear the sound within the wind that plays around your hall. Hear the sound within the wind plays around your hall. Flee the winter, sir. They cannot stay behind. Build their nest among the snows, nor can I look for mine. Build their nest among the snows, can I look for mine. If I had 100 homes, each to live a while, build them all along the coast from Sandwood down to Kyle. Build them all along the coast from Sandwood down to Kyle. Sandwood down to Kyle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Oh,
Stevie.
thank you.
Oh.
That key change was not orchestrated.
It was bold.
Moment.
It was daring. That's what it was.
So, have you noticed we dressed like our promo shot tonight?
I wasn't going to mention, but good heavens, yes. And why
Did you
wouldn't
think
you?
it was the only clothing we owned?
Right, actually, we hang around the house like this, as you know. So I mean, you know,
In case people drop
it's
in and want a
it's the
tune.
evening wear kind of thing, you know.
Do you know, I have not done it, but I've worried only slightly that I should go back and look at previous shows so that I don't wear the same shirt every damn time. Because I have a couple that I always wear. This is brand new. This bad
I was going
boy
to
is.
say, can I reassure you about that shirt? Okay, I mean, I have not seen that.
Oh no, I haven't
Yeah.
either. And luckily,
That's
it's
a
facing
stunner.
away from me, so I
Yeah.
don't. It's not glaring in my eyes. But I understand. Valerie tells me there's a little. It's little black cats in
Yes.
various Irish poses and gear. It's just
What
frightful.
could be better?
Almost
What could
anything.
be better?
But
Yeah.
this this is what I have. So
That was, yeah, okay, is that what it is? Okay.
it's little cats, and this one is. This little guy has got a little top hat
Oh, he's
on,
got a hat on.
and he's looking very stoned. And right here it says St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
my
wow.
goodness. That's
So-
a keeper.
I'm just working
did-
this shirt because it's once a year, baby, and got to wring
Once-
it dry. Tell you what, that's right. That's right. Darn tootin'. Did you say you have a fall song? You have a fall into winter sort of melange?
Yeah, we
do.
have
We do.
two waltzes, actually. Why don't you explain about yours? I'll explain about.
So
'cause I'm
the
gonna need a guitar
fall
switch here.
of 2018 was a interesting time.
Oh,
it
good
was
heavens, wasn't it?
terrible
Yes.
time
Yes.
for a lot of people. Careful, honey, you're plugged in.
Oh, yes. No worries.
Sorry.
No worries.
One moment.
We're fine. Okay, here we
The
go.
whole rig coming down.
No,
here.
it's not
Okay. I got it.
No, okay, here we go.
Okay, sorry. The terrible campfire in Paradise
Of course.
that took the loss of life, unheard of in California wildfires prior to that, right? And I was driving home one day, and I was driving across the Richmond San Rafael Bridge, and the ash was so thick, and we're 100 miles from there,
I
right?
know. It was frightful.
And the ash was so thick, and I'm driving through this ash, and I'm feeling this mix of horror and sadness and gratitude and guilt, like for being safe, for being somewhere safe. But anyway, I was just so this visceral feeling of driving. I was literally driving through the ashes of paradise.
Yeah.
So that phrase wouldn't leave me. So I went home and I wrote a tune, and I called it Ashes of Paradise.
Brilliant. Lovely tune, too. I can't wait to hear it. Great.
Thank you. But meanwhile,
But
there
meanwhile,
was happiness that fall in the Victor family, in the extended Victor family.
Yes, because at the same time when Mel was driving through ashes, paradise of a lot of ashes, I was in Monterey attending the 100-day baby naming ceremony of my newest cousin. I forget what his first cousin was from second, you know how all that goes. Cecily Jing Stolberg. Okay, now, and so
What could be better?
I mean,
That's true.
but
Okay.
she, no, I think she had actually. I was going her. She has both a Chinese name and a Hebrew name, and she. I don't know what it was like. You look at what is 100 day, 3-month old, and know this is somebody that's going to change the world. I didn't know that she was going to change mine the following morning, because I woke up with this waltz in my head, and I looked up skyward and said, "Excuse me, I don't really write waltzes. Surely you meant this for somebody else." The voice said, "Shut up, pick up your guitar, and play the damn waltz." You know, so I'm just channeling whatever happened and all this. And
that's
so,
great.
So it's called Cecily's Waltz, and
Ow.
so I'm sorry, so I didn't mean that. I mean, so here's so I'm the one with the birth part here.
Yeah,
right,
so
all right.
Point that
the
out.
death birth
Yeah.
is up there.
The name was, just for clarity, the name was Cecily Jing.
Actually, but that's her Chinese name. I forgot the Hebrew name, so I just sort of put in the Chinese name in the
Yeah,
in the middle.
all right.
So yeah, so
Jing. I just wanted to say Jing. Actually.
yeah,
That's great, isn't
it's,
it?
it's like
Yeah.
I hope I got that right. So
Jing went the bell.
There might be one of your relatives on here who could tell you
Sandy!
whether you got it right or not.
anybody?
We'll check it out.
Yeah, you know, okay, because I could have screwed this up huge. But I mean,
Does it say, "Victor, you idiot"?
yeah, and say, "We need to have a talk." I thought you were my older cousin, but you know.
We'll get it straightened out. Please play
Okay.
your waltzes. Wonderful.
Okay.
Okay,
Folks,
so we're
for
gonna
those
start
of you
with-
tuning in late, this is Noctambule.
Okay, okay.
Oh my gosh. Worth the price of admission alone. That was spectacular. Just so very lovely.
Oh, thank you.
My goodness.
Yeah.
My gas is flabbered. It really is. That was just spectacular. Have you got one more for us?
Yeah.
If you got it in
If
you,
you
we
got it,
got
yeah.
I'm just so mellow from that one. That one just took me places. You're getting lots of nice
We're about
comments
to
here.
undo that, though, Stevie. I have to warn you.
Do your worst. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, this is the. We'll get tasteless now.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
Perfect
yeah,
one to
let's
finish
see.
up with.
Huh?
Shall we finish up with tasteless?
Finish up with tasteless? Why not?
Okay. Very good.
Start with tasteless, end with tasteless.
Very good.
Yeah, it's not tasting good.
Absolutely. Where's my... Oh,
You
here
get
it is.
lots
Ah.
of nice comments from people here. Jessica Colpitt, Sandy Finkel, Melody Wendell, Kathy Luna, Gordon Garb, Tony Becker at AmeriCeltic.
Oh, great. Hi, Tony. Hi.
Yeah. Oh.
And that's just
Yeah.
YouTube. That's just
What do
stuff.
you
I'm only tuned into YouTube. There's lots of Facebookers happening as well.
Oh, we have a missing plectrum. One moment.
Oh,
Oh, there's a... Oh, yeah. There's... let's see. We just...
is it in your
you know what?
pant
I can
cuff?
pull it off here. I can pull it up.
Did you
That's
leave it
okay.
on the table over there?
Did I
You were
leave it
sitting
on the
over
table?
there playing.
Oh, that could be. I can do that.
See if there's a blue chip over there.
Oh, Eric Lugash is on. Wonderful fingerstyle guitarist. He's on from Facebook. Lorraine Thomas, Rory C. McNamara,
Oh, Rory.
Lynn Gustad, Bruce Kaplan,
Good
Hi,
stuff.
Lynn.
Yes, and Bruce.
All the way from
Oh.
Mexico.
Ivan Weinberg,
Ivan. Oh,
Claudia
thank you.
Russell, of course,
Claudia.
Henry
Lovely.
Aloysius Nagel. It's a good thing he's
Oh,
got
wow.
a middle name because, you know,
Yes.
all those other Henry Nagels.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean...
Britta Lee Shane, Sylvia Harold,
Oh, Britta, thank you. Sylvia. Hi.
Mark Baranke. Oh, it's a cast of thousands. It really is.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank
Wow.
you.
Our amazing nephew Andy is
Yes,
going to lend
Andy
Bruce's
is-
pick.
Yes.
Do you know what that means?
Oh my!
Did you find it?
Thank you. No, it's his.
You're gonna... Oh...
It says right on it.
As a protege of Stevie Coyle's, I would add.
Oh wow! Thank you very much.
yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes, Andy. Oh, dude, thank you.
Do you know picks and thumb picks should all be made of that pink and gray and green scumbly stuff?
Oh, the clown barf.
Clown barf, exactly right. Because then you
Yes.
stand
Oops,
a
sorry.
chance of finding them on an Oriental rug. Can you say Oriental rug anymore? Is that
Well,
bad form?
Maybe you're supposed. That's an interesting thought.
I don't know.
Do you remember...
Well,
go
the
ahead.
color that blue chips are is terrible. I mean, they disappear completely.
They do indeed.
But so it makes it tough to do the product placement, right?
That's right.
You remember what
That worked.
what
That
used
was
to be
very
called
effective.
idiot mittens with the, you know, where they're attached to the, you know, and the string, and then you pull it on one side, and you.
Oh, that's a great
exactly.
idea,
I think
Bruce.
that should make that for picks.
We'll be rich.
Idiot mittens. I never
You never heard that expression? Where have you been? No.
We didn't wear mittens where I grew up.
That's,
Oh,
there's
yeah,
Detroit
right.
talking right there.
That's Detroit. Okay. For those of you from Detroit, welcome. And
Egypt mittens.
Yeah.
Egypt mittens. That's right. That's it. Maybe your tribe. Exactly.
So
Okay, so this is a traditional. It's a child ballad, actually, and there are multiple versions of
it's
it.
not for children, though.
But
is
not
the
for
thing.
children.
Yes,
No.
actually.
And it's your basic nighttime caper. So the couple meets under the light of the moon, of course. Let's say this one's back in the summer, I suppose, since we're also season conscious right now, they wish to take their
Romance
entertainment
indoors.
indoors.
So you came up with that.
Yes, they wish to
euphemism,
take things
you know.
indoors. And of course, she lives with her parents. And there's this little problem because mom and dad sleep downstairs. Daddy sleeps with the key. He locks the door and he puts the key under his pillow. She sleeps upstairs, but somehow she knows that her lover can gain access through the chimney if he only gets a 33-foot ladder. So somehow she knows that. I don't know why.
Query, how does
Maybe
she
she
know
did
the
the,
ladder's got to be 33 feet?
You know, maybe she was experienced in the what do they call that on the roof? You know, when they put the
Cat
leads
burglary?
That could be.
Chimney
There's
sweeping?
an Irish expression that goes, not her first rodeo.
That's
You know, I
right.
mean, there's, you know, it's kind of, wait a minute, you know, it's like.
No, she's a Thatcher.
Yeah, okay, so
Anyway, it unfolds from there.
And so this, going sublime to the very great.
Yeah.
Okay, you call this one.
2, 3, 4. As I roved out on a moonlit night, excitement for the fight, I met on the way a pretty little girl. I asked her to be mine. How can I get to your father's house? How can I get to your bed? Well, my father locks the door at night. The key lies under his head. With me to Uriah, father-in-law, Uriah, father-in-law. Well, you get you a ladder 30 foot and 3, and you place it up to the chimney top. Come down and reel to me with to Uriah, father-in-law, Uriah, father-in-law. So I got me a ladder 30 foot and 3, and I placed it up to the chimney top. Down in a creel came me with Uriah, father-in-law, Uriah, father-in-law tonight. Oh. Well, the old one, she being still awake, heard something that was said. And Lady Life said, the silly old wife,
There's a man in your daughter's bed.
with me to Uriah, father-in-law, Uriah, father-in-law tonight. So the old one, he got out of bed to see if it was true. Well, she squished me down with her lily white arms under the coverlet blue. With Uriah, father-in-law, Uriah, father-in-law tonight. Where are you going, father dear? Where are you going so late? You've disturbed me at my evening prayers. And oh, but they were sweet. With me to Uriah, father-in-law, Uriah, father-in-law tonight. Well, the devil take you, silly old wife. Till death may you die. For your daughter's lying with a book in her arms. She's praying for you and I. With me to Uriah, father-in-law, Uriah, It ain't over. Oh, rise and help me, husband dear. Rise and help me now. For the one that you have wished me to.
I fear he has me now.
With me to Raya. Well, the hope he's got, I hope he keeps. Never lets it go. For between himself and your daughter dear, it's time for the cock to crow. With me to Raya, Father it'll die. And it's smooth blue, the bonny blue. May the blue do well. And every older woman who'd refuse her daughter be rocked in a creel
To hell.
With me to Raya, Father it'll die. To Raya, Father it'll die. With me to Raya, Father it'll die. To Raya, Father it'll die. To I know.
You people rock. You people rock.
How do you do that?
That
How
was
do you do that?
that was fantastic.
Secret symbols.
Just great. No, that's the You People Rock. That was rock and roll right there. That was Irish and Celtic and folk, and it was rock. That was terrific. Say, folks, just so you know, here are the PayPal and Venmo infos. PayPal.me/Stevie Coyle Music. No, Stevie Coyle. And Venmo, Mighty Fine Guitars. And don't forget that for every $20 donation to the Stevie Coyle Noctambule extravaganza this Monday night here on the Monday Night Thing, you'll get a free CD.
We can toss one in, you know.
Well, how about that? Good heavens, folks.
How about that?
Two, yeah, sure.
One of them?
Yeah, those, yeah.
Fantastic.
Awaiting.
You can't
Yep.
go wrong.
Yep.
20 for two? And all that good karma
Yeah.
that you probably need from being trapped with your relatives for a year indoors. Can't
Trying
go
to
wrong.
look like your old promo shots, you know.
There ain't no going back. There just ain't.
No, absolutely.
Hey, you two, thanks a lot. Here's one more round of applause, folks, please.
Oh,
for Marla
thank you,
Freibisch
Stevie.
on your right, Bruce Victor on your left. That's Noctambule. And you can find them online at noctambulemusic.com.
Com.
That's a com. The other one's
Yes.
alive. The
Yes.
Live is the blog.
Right.
Is the
It's the
blog.
blog,
Right, okay,
exactly.
great.
The truth is, you can also get to the blog from at the noctambulemusic.com.
I was going to say, it seems like they're all interlinked, aren't they? Very
Right,
good.
it's part of the LLC that knocked him, you know, at the middle of the blog. And you know, it's,
Limited
Noctambule.LLC.
liability.
yeah,
is the name of the game.
3 days of negotiations.
Thank
it
you,
was
thank
fun.
you,
Yes,
thank you.
Stevie,
Thanks for
thank
having
you.
us.
Oh
This
my
was-
gosh,
thank
it's
you.
my pleasure entirely. I love these things, and you folks done great. Really, really pleased to see you, and to see you in your home, and to hear your music.
It's a
Just
fake
fantastic.
backdrop, actually. Yeah.
That's one of those good fake backdrops.
We were evicted a long time ago, and you know, and we just put
But
a
you kept the
picture
wallpaper.
Make it look like we read, yeah.
All right, well, I'll see you folks sometime very soon.
I hope
And,
so.
Hope so. Yes, indeed.
Say good night to them, folks. There goes Noctambule.
Good
Good
Bye, us all.
night.
Bye, us all.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Well, folks, that was Noctambule, Bruce Victor and Marla Fibish webcasting from a secure, undisclosed location just north of San Francisco, California. And if you're moved to open your wallets, here's one last squint at the PayPal and Venmo info. Your contributions are not tax deductible, but just like I said, you could probably use the karma more than you could use the cash. So next week, our special guest is a gentleman that I heard on the radio one fairly early morning as I was driving to work and absolutely flipped over his music. I heard on that station that he had played at the Freight and Salvage the night before, and I wondered if he was still in the area. So by clandestine and Byzantine means, which I will not reveal at the moment, I have my methods, I was able to contact him. I woke him up, actually, at his hotel after this triumphant show he had at the Freight and Salvage, and invited him to buzz over the hill right then. And I was able to host him on my Friday noontime webcast from Mighty Fine Guitars that very lunchtime. And his name is Brother Youssef. And he's a terrific blues man, and you're just going to flip. If you've been to Disneyland any time in the past few years, you may well have heard him playing his Fatback Blues, he calls it, 2 T's, Fatback Blues. As you made your way inside Disneyland, he was there for years and years, and he's been touring all over the country and all over the world. He'll be here with me next week. Soon after that, my dear pal Roy Zimmerman. We go way back, you'll pardon the expression. I try to. And now we'll sign off with a charmingly retro goodnight video from 1976 or so, Where Fashion Went to Die. It's cloyingly sweet, but at least it ends terribly suddenly. And it's short. So stay tuned for the closing card as well to practice the accompanying song, which is going to be a sing-along here very soon on one of these Monday night things. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Bruce and Marla. Thank you, Noctambule. Thank you, Geico and Esteban. Thank you, Sammy Spear and his orchestra. Sammy, thank you, the June Taylor dancers, and mostly huge thanks to executive producer, my own dear Miss Valerie May. Good night, America, and good afternoon tomorrow, Australia.
For tonight, and we hope you had as much fun as we did.
Thank you, Dee, I did.
No, I didn't mean you, I meant them.
Good. Are we on television? Are we on television?
You want to stop kidding around and thank our guests, please?
Got it. We'd like to thank our guests Sherman Hemsley, Ruth Fuzzy, Lassie, and Johnny Dark for being terrific, even though none of them told me that this was being televised.
Oh, come on. But most of all, we'd like to thank you for sharing this evening with us. May tomorrow be a perfect day.
May you find love and laughter along the way.
May God keep you in his tender care
till he brings us together again.
Good night, everybody.
Make love with a guitar if you should meet a sweet senorita. Romance with a guitar, and when you find her, the strings will bind her. Make love with a guitar, always the right time, daylight or night time. Ah, she'll not withstand it, and as I planned it, she'll say, I love you. On my guitar, I strike a chord like this, it always brings a kiss. I never miss. Speaking of love, you can go very far, no matter who you are, if you play a guitar, if you play a guitar. I always get a kiss. I never
never miss. You can go very far, no matter who you are, if you play a guitar. Make love with a guitar, always the right time, daylight or night time. Oh, she'll not withstand it, and as I planned it, she'll say